What is going on, Fight Camp? This is SJHSports. Welcome you faces back to another UFC video. This is going to be part of the UFC playlist, or if I don't even have a playlist, I need to sort one out. Playlist of UFC videos. We're going to have it as episode number, I think it's 821 now. I'm not sure if we're going to have a fight on this episode. I think we need to talk about certain aspects of UFC and Ultimate Team and where it goes from here and things. And we're going to talk about, obviously, a new fight night as well. Is that in the works and stuff? I just feel that we need to... I want to get your guys' views on it because I get so many tweets and stuff regarding UFC Ultimate Team. It's incredible how many tweets and stuff that we get. So I come on this morning. I knew that nothing's going to be updated in the game. But I come on this morning and I see that the Ultimate Team tab section has been updated in the game. And I'm like, yes! There's a new promo! It looks amazing, does this? Yes, yes, yes. But when you actually go into Ultimate Team, there isn't anything, lads, and it's a bit of a shame, really, because I get tweets all the time. I see a lot of things regarding Ultimate Team and when's the new promo out, when's the new season start, when's the rewards out. The list can go on from the amount of tweets that I get tweeted, and you know, without me sounding like an absolute retard and a dick to this, it's not my responsibility to give that information to you guys, but with the tables flipped or the shoe, say it, don't spray it, shoe, with the shoe on the other foot, I feel like I have to, because there is nobody out there that keeps us updated in terms of UFC Ultimate Team content. Like, I've got a feeling, and this is no disrespect to the guys at EA, because this game is built on a very, very small budget. Let's not forget that. Where if you compare it to something like FIFA, where the budget will probably be as 7, 8, 9, 10 times more budget than what is available to the guys over that do the UFC content and stuff. And it's like, we're left in the dark with everything, and I don't think they know exactly what's going on. I think they could wake up one morning and, like, today's the 11th of January, and they could wake up one morning and go, right, okay, we're going to end the season on the 25th of January. When it shouldn't really be like that. And that's how it feels for us who enjoy the game, that play the game, and us as content creators. Because there is some other UFC Ultimate Team YouTubers out there. And it's more frustrating for us as lovers of the game that enjoy the game and stuff. And they have listened to us in the past. I'm not saying that they haven't. They have listened to us in the past. Certain things that I've mentioned to the guys, that you guys left me feedback, I've left it back, and they've done it. They've put it into the game. They've implemented it into the game. But it just feels more frustrating that we're left in the dark, where in terms of content that's coming to UFC. Like, you could go onto EA Sports FIFA's Twitter page, and you will know that at 6 PM tonight, all of the Team of the Year players will be in packs. The defenders, midfielders, goalkeepers, strikers will all be in packs. We don't know what is coming for UFC, and that is a little bit disappointing, because that's where the frustration comes in from us guys that play the game. That's the frustration aspect of us, and it's like, well, why do I have to load up UFC just to find out there is absolutely nothing? There is absolutely nothing in the game at the moment. If you go over to Championship Sets, we go through these, you will see Nunes is no longer there. And the reason being is because they are going to upgrade her to a 5-star fighter, and rightly so, just like this Conor McGregor has. McGregor has holding 2 belts at the time. Now Nunes holds 2 belts. DC held 2 belts. He got a 5-star. But again, the frustration thing is they've taken Nunes out at the beginning of the week. I think it was Monday evening, Tuesday morning UK time that Nunes disappeared, but we don't have a date for when this Nunes is going to drop, which again, it's frustrating because we don't know. We're left in the dark with everything, and that is where the frustration comes in with the community of UFC, and it can get a little bit nasty at times. Like, the amount of times I've been tweeted this week about Nunes and about John Jones is, when are they going to be added to the game? I simply don't know, lads. Like, I've tried to find out for you, but the guy that I'm in contact with over at EA, we're going to call him Bob because I can't disclose his real name. So I speak to Bob on a regular basis and try to feed back as much information from him to you as possible with his permission. And, you know, I think this game lacks like a community manager type of thing to keep us updated with what's going on in the game. So we know what's we know what's going to happen. It gives us something to look forward to. Now, this new promo that's supposedly due to come out, and I spoke to Bob last night, and he said it's going to be around in a week and a half's time. I feel that is unacceptable, and the reason being why I think that's unacceptable is because you have to remember the event that happened not so long ago, the crossover event, was extended by 20 odd days or so. So why? So they've extended it. We asked for it to be extended. They did it. Brilliant. But what have they been doing in the meantime, in those 20 odd days, to give us this new promo? Like, it's ended now. You know, I know they've had 2 weeks off of Christmas and stuff, and rightly so, that everyone deserves the holidays. But what have they been doing from the crossover event ending or returning back to work over the holidays to now? That should have been all set in place to go live literally a few days after the crossover event finished. And that is where the frustration comes in. And we have no information, we have nothing in terms of content. And it really does frustrate someone like myself, who is a YouTuber, a content creator, and I spoke a little bit about it in the last episode, is that I want to be able to come onto this game and I want to be able to talk about the new promo event. Let's, you know, try and break it down and work out together how we do this new promo and how we get these fighters and stuff like that. But at the minute I can't, because like I can't even open packs. I am a pay to win bitch, I get that, I understand that, but it's like, oh, it's so frustrating. Highlights of the week, they've been updated, thank God for that. It's like there's a nice Robert Whittaker there, TJ Dillish, there is some great fighters in here, but there's no packs. I don't think this is gonna make me look like an idiot. No, thank God for that. There is no packs on the store for us to give us a better chance of getting these items. Not that I would be interested in those items. Maybe this is something. It's the next event, isn't it? It's the next UFC event that's coming up, and we need content, boys. Like we need it. You know, this has just been updated not so long ago. I think it was updated yesterday or something like that. But I feel that for us grinders out there, it is getting very, very stale, and it's very, very difficult for us to go onto the game and just have fights and stuff, just to get knocked out from a spinning head kick. One positive is they have nerfed the knees, rather, I should say, so it doesn't do as much damage to us. If we're getting kneed in the body, they've reduced the stamina, they've reduced the damage rather on the knees. But I don't think they've done anything in terms of the spinning head kicks, the elbows. They're still in the game, and that meta will still remain in the game, and it is again a frustrating thing, but it is what it is. But we're not talking about that, we're talking about content and stuff and where we go forward. Like I say, the tweets, the main 4 or 5 tweets I get is, when's season rewards, when's the season ending, when's the new promo, when's the new championship Nunez Jones getting added to the game. Your guess is as good as mine, lads. Like, that's just frustration. Like, I understand it will take time and it will have to go through testing before it's produced live to us guys here, but give us an estimated time frame. So let's just say, as an example, Nunez got taken out on Tuesday this week out of the championship sets. Now, they should say, there needs to be somebody in the community over at EA that says, right, we've taken out Nunez to prepare her for the 5-star champ set. She will be available around this sort of date. Just give us a rough idea of when it's going to be around. Even if they say it'll be around on the 20th of January, which is 9 days' time from here, it gives us something to look forward to. It gives us something to want to turn on the game, want to try to see what the requirements are, and then maybe grind towards getting a 5-star Nunez or a 4-star John Jones. But that doesn't happen, and it's just like, well, I turned this game on yesterday and I was just like, right, I'm having a look to see if there's any new content available. I flicked through, I went through everything, went through store, went through the sets, went through solo challenge, nothing. Do you know what I did? I did this. Just went onto it, dashboarded, and I loaded up another game, because I felt that what's the point in fighting and stuff just for the sake of it? Like, there's nothing to work for. And if you're like me, and when I have fights on here, I will go into fights wanting to gain coins, wanting to get packs, wanting to do to get past like the crossover event. So I'd go in, I'd have a few fights, I'd get 5k, I'd open up a crossover event, then I'd repeat and over again. It's giving me a goal, it's giving me something to achieve in game and stuff, and that is the main thing about. So let me just turn down this audio just in case it's a bit too loud. That gives me a goal to achieve, and I bet a lot of you guys are on the same page with me there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is, and that's just the way the game goes, and it's just I can't stress how frustrating it is. If we was kept up to date with when new certain things come out, then that'd be perfect. Like, I'm going to use Battlefield for an example. They've put on their game that new chapter 2 of Tides of War will start on the 17th of January in the UK time, 16th depending on where you are in the world. Perfect. That gives you something to look forward to. I'm looking forward to playing that. So I've only I've not got long to wait. I've got till Thursday now, just under a week's time for that to bounce and to look forward to it. So it's like I have a couple of days rest from playing Battlefield, come back to it before the 17th, get used to things again, and boom, we're straight into the Tides of War Chapter 2. But this UFC, it just bounces. It feels very random. There's no sort of structure in place for us guys, and I get that stuff can go wrong behind the scenes and the testing things like and so forth. If I go over to sets, I just want to show you something. I'm not sure if they're still here. I think they've taken them out. We've got to redeem tokens. 1 second. Yeah, have they removed them? It's looking like they have removed them. Oh no, they haven't. It's there. An elite token. I get asked this. What is an elite token? Well, we don't know. I asked Bob, the guy over. I'm going to exchange it. I was going to do it for you just to show you what it gives us, because we may need it in the future. So I spoke to Bob and I said to Bob, says, "What's the elite token for?" I'm getting asked this quite often when it first come out, and he just says, "Well, it was supposed to be for a promo event that was going to happen before the crossover event." So is this new promo going to allow us to use these elite tokens? Because why else would they be there? It just seems dead wood. Like, I've just exchanged 5 gold tokens for an elite token. I can't do anything with it. Let me just give you an example. If I go over to Sets Champions, I go to Conor McGregor just because he's the first one there. And if I go to this, click on this, I have no items that can be applied to this slot. Again, the same for this, and again, it will be the same for that because I can't put my elite token in. So that elite token will be used for a promo. It was supposed to come out before the crossover event, but that event in testing was very, very buggy. So rightly so, they pulled it out and they released crossover, which is fantastic, which is brilliant. But where is the new promo, lads? Like, and we'll see what happens. And also, one other thing I want to touch about as well, I mentioned at the very beginning of the video, is the new Fight Night game. There's been rumours around the community that it's going to come out in the near future, but we haven't got any information regarding that. And I know behind the scenes they are going to be working on a UFC 4 because of the contract that they've got. I'm not sure exactly when that runs, but they decided to pull Fight Night and go for the UFC. But as a UFC fan in general, forget the game for now, as a UFC fan, I think that I would like to play a boxing game. Without question, I would love to play a boxing game. It'd be so good if I had the Ultimate Team aspect of it in it. It would be so good. I can't stress that enough. It would be good. I would enjoy that game, and I know some of the guys that play UFC that are like myself, a UFC fan and enjoy UFC, they'll enjoy boxing as well. But apparently when the last boxing game, it didn't make them enough money, and they didn't have an Ultimate Team in that. So why not bring it back on a 2-year scale with UFC on a 2-year time frame scale as well? So I know that UFC 3 came out at the end of January, but why not have the Fight Night come out at the end of January 2019? Makes sense, because then we have a year playing UFC, then Fight Night, then we'd have a year playing Fight Night, and then UFC 4 bounces at the end of January 2020, and so on and so on and so on. It gives us a freshest thing to something to look forward to, and that would be brilliant. And you know, I would like the guys over at UFC that make UFC to make a Fight Night, and you could do that because they have the mechanics to do it. Okay, they would have to just remove the ground and the takedowns, but in terms of the punching and stuff, they could do it. They could update the graphics and stuff, but I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately. That would be great. I would like So both games will be on a 2-year cycle, but every year we're getting a UFC or a boxing game, which would be great. But I don't think that's going to happen, which is a little bit annoying, unfortunately. But it is what it is, and and I just think that UFC Ultimate Team, we need somebody out there that's going to reach out to us via social media to keep us updated, to give us something to look forward to. Because at the end of the day, there's nothing right now. I know the new promo's coming out in about a week and a half's time, around and about a week and a half time. But some of you guys won't have known that, because if I didn't go to Bob and say to Bob, "Oh, when's the new promo coming out?" and he says around in about a week's time, and I stress my opinions to him, because Bob doesn't really work on Ultimate Team. He's on another project at the minute, and he's not really involved in Ultimate Team, whereas at the beginning he was. Because if you remember, I used to do those highlights of the week cards just to give you guys an update to what all the highlights of the week items are available in packs, because highlights of the week only displays a certain few. I think now that's unnecessary. I don't think we need it, because back then it was like silver fighters. A lot of people was all about trading in silver fighters to upgrade to gold, to silver tokens, your silver tokens to gold tokens and stuff, and that's good. And that I just wanted to feel like I wanted to just discuss this, and I want your guys' opinions on Ultimate Team, because things have to change behind the scenes for us, and we do need a community manager. #SJH for community manager of UFC. Just saying, but we do need that. We do need someone, and I try my damned hardest to keep you guys up to date. Sometimes I get a little bit annoyed. Not you guys, but I get a little bit annoyed at EA. It's like, why am I doing this? I shouldn't have to do this. But I do it because, one, I'm a nice guy, and two, because I know how frustrated you guys are, because I get like that. I have an easier contact route to EA than probably what some of you guys do, and that's not sounding big-headed or anything like that. That's just, it's been the case since Ultimate Team and UFC 3's come out. So yeah, that's the way it is at the minute. I know the guys behind the scenes do work hard, and they do try the best to get content out for us, but just keep us in the loop. That's all we're saying. This new promo, for all we know, this new promo could have been coming out on the 1st of January, say, but they've had teething problems. It's not working right. That it's not gone through the testing settings correctly. They've found a bug with it, and rightly so, they've not released it. But let us know, and then we know what to expect. That is all I'm saying. I'm not going to have any fights today, because I have waffled on way too long. I just wanted to get your guys' opinion on all of this that we spoke about, because I'm sure I'm not in the same boat, and I'm sure I'm speaking for probably about 80 to 90% of the community in terms of Ultimate Team about this. I think things need to change, and I hope EA see this video. I hope they see it, and I don't know if they watch any of my videos. I think Bob does watch some of my videos. He's mentioned that he's seen my videos before. He saw my review on Khabib and stuff. But we'll see what happens. When Unused comes out, I will be trying my damned hardest to get her 5-star. And if not, hopefully somebody can hook me up with their account so I can record and do a review on it. But I will be working towards a 5-star in Unused. But that's all I'm going to have time for today, boys. I greatly appreciate you listening, and I'm sorry there's been no fights in this, but I don't feel like fighting. I know. Let's just take a quick look at the leaderboards then. My rating's poor. I'm not even in the top 100 because I've been lazy, and I don't feel like I should play. I don't want to play. I could, if I really wanted to, for the reward side of things, yes, I could grind to get over 1700. Like this guy here, Stylebender. I bet you $10 or 10 quid that Stylebender isn't going to have a single fight on UFC anymore, because he's reached 1700, and that's what you need to get the next set of rewards, which are pretty damn decent, to be quite honest with you. But if we go through a top 100, there's a lot of familiar faces. Jamie Bucks is actually playing as well now. I didn't actually know that. Robert Ross as well, or Squared, Jay Higglypuff, Connor Cairns. There is some good decent guys in here. Kick Havoc. This guy, don't have time for him. Don't like how he fights. Ganja Energy, we have some right fights. Me and him, he's a nice guy. Michael MC Gamers as well. Dynamite DJ, wow, DJ mate, I didn't expect it to be that high up. No offense, but well played. But he's on 1505. I bet you, if I message him on Twitter now and say to him, "You're going to fight in UFC anymore?" Bet his answer is no. And the reason being is because that's the next threshold for the set of rewards. I will try to get myself back up to 1500 without question. Jelly Belly Brat as well. He left a comment in the previous episode, I believe. I think it was Jelly Belly Bra. But yeah, that's what it is, and I will probably fight off a stream and stuff like that, off of videos, just to get my rating back up to what it is, but there's nothing, boys. But thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry there's no fights again, but I feel that I needed to get this off my chest, get it out there to you guys, and I want your guys' opinion as well. When this video does go live as well at the end, I won't be available, so don't panic if I don't reply to any of your comments. I will see your comments once I'm back, once I get back. I'll probably schedule it for about 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock UK time, which is GMT time for you guys in America. So I think you're, depending on where you are in America, it's 6 to 7 hours behind. And I know, like, when I look at my analytics on YouTube, most of my views do come from the UK, but recently there's a lot of people from America as well. So hello, American subscribers. But thank you very much for watching, boys. If we can hit 30 likes on this video, it'd be greatly appreciated. I will see you on another video very, very soon, and goodbye.